at stake as they have 3 members of SEA Games representing Indonesia in the next tournament in SEA Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to jump into the land of Dawn for game number 3. There's a possibility that this is the final game, but it will mean that GEEK Slate will knock EVOS Legends out of the playoffs. EVOS fighting for dear life as we enter the portal. It's still trying. We're trying to get it open right now.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward right now.
It's charging up, guys. It requires power. All right, so we're waiting on it.
Yeah, but maybe you want to see, you want to look at the losers will get eliminated from the playoff here. Game 3, EVOS versus GEEK Slate.
I think a big factor here is the fact that Taz is on that Fredrin. We know how good this hero is. We saw it being used in the earlier games in the EXP lane, a far cry from its full potential. So now there's a potential that EVOS Legends can use that to its maximum possibility, but Beloyski already
fast fingers
getting just
no way.
By
Come
EVOS.
on.
No way, Beloy gets that. And Psychon's used the Petrify. Hijume might actually be solo killed here or forced to use the Flicker, but he's able to escape for now. A boy still pushing some damage onto him. Hijume staying in the mid lane, playing with fire, but he does survive. They're putting some pressure down into that gold lane though. Brand's putting some damage down, but a boy's gonna be able to put some more damage down as Janna rotates as well. This might as well be a 4-man gank that, you know, EVOS did to them earlier. Janna with level 4 now, jumping with a puncture and the Phantom Execution. Brand's taking long. Janna dashing all across the place. One more hit is all he needs, and Brand will fall to the hands of a boy. Janna still surviving. This could be a disaster, but Hijume at least finds a kill back. Brands will lose a whole lot of gold though under that turret.
Yeah, definitely 1-to-1 trade here, especially for a gold lane. You don't want to get killed in the early game, but look, getting killed by Toss and Psychons.
It's also that joy, right, with the vengeance. So a lot tankier than you would expect, but look, it's taken out. It's not the same kind of potential that you have on the glue. So EVOS getting a bit more trades here, and with that pickoff, they're going to go for the turtle and showing Beloyski in the process, though. Streams gets cut off.
No,
it's very low.
Oh
no way.
God, no
How?
way. The calculation of this man in the action beat streams out.
Oh, wow.
Electrifying beats. Dreams gets out with the flicker, but it's a flicker burned out. Taz finds the retribution. Gets Janna down as well. Didn't notice Janna was down there, but again, GEEK Slate maybe in the early game a bit too aggressive.
Wow, that was an interesting play from Beloy. He goes in, even though he has very, very low HP, and I feel like if he actually pulled off that flicker
Hey, I'm
earlier,
alone
Dreams,
again.
he actually might get Beloyski, but he goes for a safer option instead. But you can see here, Mirko might be using our Mirkos or not. I don't know. You gotta ask the guy.
Certainly interesting, Mirko. I wonder what this means. Well, for now, both teams are still doing pretty okay. They have almost equal pressure. Everyone has just been burning through their battle spells though, so keep your eyes out on that as Taz is trying to get some revenge, trying to make sure that he pressures Janna, but he is gonna get bursted down, get poked and shoot away as much as possible.
Taz, look at the retribution here. Boy can actually, bait out the Appraisers right now with real world manipulation as they look for the damage. The wild charge connects onto Taz, but he's so incredibly tanky. Jadero with the Bennett's rage, not able to connect right now as Taz is still in the midst of it all, getting poked down. And the Mirror's Passion takes him down. The Divine Judgment onto Luke, but he does pop the Vengeance in time. And GEEK Slate have punished Taz in their own orange buff.
Definitely a punish, but I feel like it would be a greater punish if Luke and Chitera goes there a bit earlier. Just very slow uptake there, following it up on the wrong time. I guess they still get the kill, so it's good for them, but could have been much more.
Looking at the EXP lane though, you can see that Luke is sacrificing a lot of lane dominance to be all around the map as much as possible. This is a signature style on the glue occasionally, but later on, this means that Psychots has a lot more to say in when and how he wants to approach the fight. And knowing what he can do, right, the IESF performance, that is something that you want to try and avoid, but look at that damage coming in towards Brands.
Dreams doesn't have the Divine Judgment. He's just trying to slow Beloy down, but he is going to be able to escape right now as the boy rotates up top as well. He does have the real world manipulation, and the mobility field will be able to lock Brands a bit there, but he does use the flicker to get out. EVOS Legends, 2 abilities utilized here defensively. Divine Judgment finally back up, but it's only on to Beloy, who gets the kill. Taz is able to find the turtle down below. It's Brands who took the kill. Janera wants to gut the turret though.
Jana trying to find something here as well, but both teams are being more aggressive, but it seems like EVOS Legends are the ones that keep getting the, I don't know, more guaranteed trades. For Geek Slate, if it really works, then they kind of trade equally, but if it doesn't work, then they lose double value. So I think EVOS is still the one dictating the pace right here, and it seems like that's the approach they want to take. In the late game, they know that the lore dances, the macro plays are just so good from Geek Slate, they do not want to rely on that at all.
Beloy taunted up, has the flicker, and they will ignore him actually. Beloy now caught in the wild charge, has the wild charge, and he gets out again. Hijume with the damage, but he flickers out, and it's a bait. Hijume falls under the real world manipulation, the barrier comes down, and the Muter's Passion as well. Dreams taken very low. Beloy with the phenomenal calculation once again.
But I feel like in this game, Beloy has been... Oh, Hijume! Goodness gracious, Jana Cutie with the punctures. And Chidera in trouble. Oh my god!
Fade away by Brands, picking up a kill onto Chidera. That was a beautiful kill though by Jana QT in this playoffs.
This is a bloody contest for dominance in the gold lane, man. Both Chidera and Brands cannot be allowed to snowball, and both teams understand that, which is why you see a lot of attention being put there. But you must say that for the most part, EVOS Legends are still getting the better of all the situations. On a macro level though, they're still holding their own. A 600 gold lead is definitely not decisive in any way or form. But you can see that when it comes to crowd control, when it comes to the front line being able to zone the aggression of their opponents, EVOS Legends have a better chance. But for now, it's before Geek Slate goes for those weird flanks, for the weird maneuvers that will allow them to get some weird pickoff in the late game.
But so far we've seen a lot of solid punish from Geek Slate, especially a lot of good real-world manipulation. Just there's no one there just yet to punish all of the members of EVOS Legends, but Turtle take.
Black Dragon form, 2 real-world manipulations popped in. A boy gonna be able to flicker out, but Jana wins out in the Red Tree battle this time in the 50-50. Phantom execution to disengage, and Psychos jumps in, finding the Petrify onto a boy who's gonna be taken down. Mid lane, gonna be the target now for the side of EVOS Legends. The Divine Judgment bringing Beloy back, and that's the damage from Brands to take him out. EVOS built up a stellar 1,000 gold lead, but Geek Slate do not stay silent. They pick up 2 turrets, tier 1. Down below and up top.
I think that's good value. Mid lane turret traded for the side turrets. From your perspective, Rashi, like which one is more profitable?
When
it's
both
2 versus 1, but it's mid lane turret.
Exactly. When both teams are being this proactive, by the way, big snipe, something that EVOS needs to keep in mind here for the next fight. When both teams are being this proactive, the mid tower technically isn't that important because everyone groups there anyways to clear the wave. Afterwards, the fact that the side lanes are no longer clear also means that your jungle is a lot more vulnerable to invades. It means that whoever is clearing on the sides must wait and do it reactively because their safe space is further back away. So I think it really benefits Geek Slate, and especially considering their playstyle, this is a big advantage. And Jana, he is just fearless right here.
Yeah, very, very aggressive. Like, Phantom execution towards a bush. Kind of expecting someone to be there, but turns out there's none. But Beloyski has to be careful because he's been playing very, very aggressively to the point where he gets punished a lot. And right now, it might be another one.
Divine Judgment onto Beloy, but he doesn't find the wild charge. He's able to bait all of them into the real world manipulation dose. Right now, Jana is going to be able to dive onto the back line, getting out the puncture as well. The fadeaway doesn't take him down, but Luke is hunting for a solo carry. Beloy gonna fall to the hands of the dragon, Psychons, but now he's all left alone, isolated, and gunned down by Chidera, who's gonna be taunted up and bursted down. He's still able to flicker out, and the prolonged team fight going to the hands of Luke as he jumps back and forth, not utilizing the vengeance just yet, saving it for the right time. Jana, again, with a puncture and a Thorn Rose, trying to buy some time, but the carry, Brands, picks up a tier 1 down below.
See what I'm talking about? It's a solid punish with real-world manipulation, but there's just no follow-up, or the flicker is just there for EVOS Legends at the right time. And Luke, I feel like he's a bit late to actually follow it up as well, but Geek Slate, right now they're eyeing for the Lord.
Just going for it directly because everyone from EVOS Legends are sort of low.
Very,
Even Taz is stuck
intelligent.
trying to go for the promo buff. He did not realize that that attempt was going on. What a clean, high-tempo play from Geek Slate. And we talked about, we talked about the macro. But even now, look at those team fights, right? Members from Geek Slate have been surviving with barely enough HP. Jana has been going in and out on a very small sliver of HP and still living to tell the tale. So Geek Slate is showing the mechanics in this game as well.
Red team turret
I mean, again, this is nothing short of exceptional, man. GEEK Slate, the way they're able to play the game, they say, we don't care about the gold lead, you can take it, but they are controlling the map. It feels like even though EVOS Legends have that gold lead, GEEK Slate are in control.
Definitely, and we can see the Lord marching down towards the top side. But Jana Cutie, there's no one in the bottom side to take care of that lane. EVOS Legends trying to fix that with Psychos going to the bottom lane, but there's going to be a lot of damage towards the bottom lane turret to tier 2. But Lord is still marching down. GEEK Slate will try to make something out of it.
If you look at the items right here, more burst for Hijume with the Lightning Truncheon, but for the side of GEEK Slate, already the Glowing Wand in the hands of Luke, so it's going to be a lot of damage to Yu Zhong, to the Fredrin, all these beefier HP members. And look at Beloyski just shredding forward. He might be going for a play here on the Brands!
Wild charge and the flicker finds Brands. Luke is going to fall to Dreams as he brings him back with a Divine Judgment. Hijume picks up the kill. Psychons on the back line. Chidera going to be able to position himself really well. Getting the render shot onto Taz. Now gunning Psychons down. Psychons with no Petrify will fall to the hands of a boy as Hijume steals away the real world inflation to take the Lord down. Dreams, no Divine Judgment. 2 for 1. GEEK Slate can utilize this with a wave coming in to look for that siege on the tier 2. Even here, Taz still securing the purple buff with that retribution. But the tier 2 will certainly fall to the hands of GEEK Slate.
Not gonna lie, I was gonna expect Brands pull off a Benny, just trying to reaction time that one with a flicker, but instead he gets punished for it. I really expect he kind of read that out, the flicker wild charge play from Beloy, but what can you do about it?
Well, it just comes really quick, right? Wild charge, like Mirko mentioned, this is why he goes for the Grok pick, right? It's instant, it's faster, and there's less reaction time, especially against a player that's used to try and, you know, go against people using the higher reflexes, the higher reaction speed. Brands is just a perfect target for Beloy to just punish in that way. And now with more objectives taken, with how much more outplay potential is in the hands of GEEK Slate, they're having a lead and they're waiting for the next opportunity. It's still anyone's game at this point. The gold lead, mind you, is still only at about 1K, so it's a very intense game.
But the
very
map
fitting.
control, Arashi, the turrets as well, the map pressure that GEEK Slate have.
Exactly.
How are they able to do this, right? The gold lead was in the hands of EVOS Legends for, I think, almost the entirety of the game up until this point, right? But it always felt like GEEK Slate were in control. What makes them have that control?
I think it's the superior planning. They know that, okay, worst case scenario, we lose something, we know what to take. And how fast they were able to just go about it. Like I said, knowing what is your plan A and what is the plan B. Earlier, they lost the fight sort of, but then they get the Lord instantly. No questions asked. Everyone just passed it over there instantly.
Oh,
now, Beloyski goes for the play. It doesn't land though.
That's a bait right now. The Divine Judgment connects onto a boy. A blunder here. Brands taking half HP. A flicker forward by Chidera as he tries to kite away. Now going to be the taunt and the damage to take him down. Now GEEK Slate are running for the hills. EVOS Legends have punished them. 2 of their main damage dealers have been taken down in the 13th minute of the game. Luke, Beloy, and Jana Cutesy. Luke dashing in. Do they want to take this?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. 5v3 right now, and Luke very, very careful for that Divine Judgment from Dreams as he doesn't have it. Oh, he already has that.
Ooh, I was about to say that there's a level advantage for Jana QT early on, but now it's even. Level 15 to level 15. He's trying to go for it, but he gets suppressed by the Divine Judgment.
Divine Judgment buying some time right now as Beloy is going to be able to try to zone them away. Has the wild charge. They can combo it together right now as he jump in together. That's the wild charge, but it's still going to be Taz who secures it for the team. A boy will fall just as he spawns. Beloy still having immortality. EVOS Legends will go for the target onto Jana, who gets taunted up. Beloy losing immortality as well as the Bennett's Rage comes down from Chidera. Hijume finds a double. EVOS Legends have come alive in the 13th minute of the game. 2,000 gold lead marching down. They want to end the game right here.
Can they do? Can they do? Luke dashing in and out, but very, very low. EVOS, a chance.
Bennett utilized Chidera, burst it down. Base still alive, and GEEK Slate have managed it. Miniwave's not going to crash down onto the mid lane. EVOS Legends just dealing with it right now as GEEK Slate members come back to life. 14 minutes in, 4,000 gold lead for EVOS.
That was a good gamble to take though. Like in the lower take, Jana Cutie managed to find a way to actually execute that retreat, but losing that 50-50 instead to Toss. But right now, EVOS Legends, with the Lord marching down, they're definitely trying to end this.
4 to 5K gold lead right here.
Well,
Won't be enough for EVOS to try and brute force it. they know that, yes, they had an advantage, and they caught GEEK Slate off guard, and were able to swing the tides completely. But still, they are a dangerous team that knows how to play around situations like this, so they're taking the disciplined route. They go for all the turrets, and they're going to go for the final base turret as well. If they're lucky, they might be able to get some more, but GEEK Slate will definitely not let it go without a fight.
John dashing here and there. Sycon's going to be able to zone the 2 damage dealers away from the final base turret, which gets taken down, sieged down by Brands. A beautiful siege from EVOS Legends, capitalizing, punishing the mistake from GEEK Slate.
Ooh, I dare say that Lord contest with 3 members was a bit too costly, man. I feel like they really could have let it go and then prepare for the siege, because EVOS Legends are still very much respectful of that damage. If you look at the items here for GEEK Slate, the glowing one and ice queen one combo from a boy means that they can't just ignore it, right? It burns the longer you stay in the area of effect. Along with that, you can see it's a almost a full inventory slot for Kadera on that Beatrix. Yes, he was quote-unquote shut down, but overall, it's still a lot of damage, and now it's back to the status quo, but Beloy gets pulled over.
Beloy there with Wild Charge, gonna be able to stun Brands right there as Luke jumps into the back line with a vengeance as well, but look at the back line for GEEK Slate. It's Chadera with Wind of Nature, buying some time, dealing some damage. He praises Rad, dodged away from Taz, gets it down. Meanwhile, Jana QT all alone, trying to buy some time with the puncture, but will in the end fall to Brands. 2-0 to EVOS Legends. Game 4, we might see it here.
Once yes, Luke and Chitera and the boy trying to find this Chitera with the reverse passion.
A miss from Dreams, the flicker, but no divine judgment. Bennett is the option, is the point right now as they jump into the back. Chidera gonna be zoned away, but Luke, he's able to buy so much time right now, but he doesn't stay long enough. The mini waves crashing down. Chidera doing so much damage on the back. He was gonna be able to dish that damage out, but the turret, the targeting, the priority